Hello, I'm Frank Fellers. I'm the owner of Fellers, and I've got Justin Pate here. He's the world's leading wrap trainer, and we're going to talk today, Justin, about these new mag straps that we carry. And basically what they are is a strap with a magnet that you can attach to various items like heat guns, propane canisters, electric heat guns. And what's that do for you, and why should you have it in your tool chest?
You know, Frank, one of the things that when you're wrapping cars and stuff like that, using heat guns and water bottles and stuff like that, is you're either going to have to set them on the ground, like if you're on a scaffold, and then they sometimes can roll off. Or let's say you're wrapping a mirror on a car, if you have your heat gun, you always constantly have to bend it down. So what this is great is it keeps you on the job, stick it on the car, they don't scratch, which is great, and you can take them off. Because a lot of guys will screw magnets in their heat gun, but that ruins their warranty. So this keeps your warranty. You can take it off, you can put on multiple items, and it comes in 12, 14, or 16 inches, so you can put on big propane, smaller propane. Again, it's great stuff. So for
electric heat guns, obviously.
So again, it's highly functional, and for me, it just creates that optimal workflow, so you're not dropping your heat gun all the time. You can stay on the job, and it just speeds up your time. For me, it's not super expensive. Great tool.
All right, great. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Frank.
Mag straps come in several sizes, with 12 and 14-inch widths, fitting most objects. The strong magnet is sewn into the strap, and the cover is made of a tacky, anti-slip material that is easy to clean. At one end is a plastic holder, and on the other side, a Velcro strap. To attach, simply separate the Velcro strap, then wrap it around the object. Slide the strap through the plastic holder, then secure. Double check that the placement is correct, then adjust the strap one more time for an extra tight fit. Mag straps also come in 16-inch wide widths, which are perfect for larger objects, like this extra wide propane canister. One of the main benefits of the mag strap is to create ideal workflow. A heat gun without the mag strap is very difficult to use in terms of wrapping this mirror. Once the section is heated, what does the installer do with the heat gun? They can either place it all the way back down on the ground, or in this case, between their legs. It can make it very difficult to move around the mirror, and it can overheat the heat gun because the vents are closed by the legs. Now, same heat gun, same mirror, but with a mag strap on, the installer can comfortably grab the heat gun, heat the section, and then once the area is ready to wrap, they can place it right back on the vehicle in a reachable spot and continue on with the install. It creates ideal workflow, and it's safe for the heat gun, and it makes the installer focus on the job instead of the heat gun. Another section where mag straps come in particularly handy when wrapping vehicles is when an installer is working on a trunk or hatchback by themselves. In this case, they have a bumper pole holding the material away, and instead of reaching down to the ground to pick up the heat gun, they can simply reach around to the back fender, grab it, and then when the material is heated, simply stick it back in place. Another area where mag straps come in particularly handy is on the hood. In this case, the mag strap is put on the soap and water bottle, and they can spray the surface easily by just simply reaching over and then squeegeeing. If the material touched the surface, if they had to bend to the ground, they might not be able to pick it back up. And with the second mag strap on the heat gun, the installer simply has to reach over again, just like with the water bottle, heat the material, soften it, and apply. So it's a very good idea to have at least 2 or 3 mag straps on different tools to create ideal workflow, especially on tricky areas like this. The mag straps come in particularly handy on vans, and again, the combination of heat gun and water bottle. Simply spray the application glove and grab the heat gun. Very easy, quick, and straightforward. Mag straps also will come in particularly handy when working in awkward areas. This is a full color change on a truck where the battery is removed. Now if you place the heat gun without the mag strap in this area, it might slip in between the parts that are exposed. But with the mag strap on, it stays in place so the installer can grab and go. And an often overlooked but extremely important benefit of the mag strap is for safety. Mag straps are on the propane, heat gun, and water bottle, and no matter how much the scaffold is moved back and forth, they don't budge. Now, the exact same tools are placed on top of the scaffold, which is very common. The scaffold is going to be moved in the exact same way, but once it comes to a stop, you'll see a big difference. The propane and the water bottle fall off, and the heat gun could as well. This obviously opens the door to a wide variety of safety issues, so again, keeping the mag straps on those tools is extremely important to create a safe work environment. Another benefit of the mag straps is for avoiding costly mistakes. In this case, the heat gun's set on the floor, and if the car has to be repositioned and the installer doesn't see this can damage it. With the mag strap on the heat gun and high on the vehicle, this doesn't happen. And a couple quick tips when using mag straps is always make sure that they're parallel to the propane tip. In this case, they're on the side, and this means that they won't scratch the vehicle. Same thing with a heat gun. If it's parallel on the side, the tip of the metal won't come in contact with the vehicle. extremely important that these don't scratch. And if you're worried about the ambient heat from the tip of the heat gun affecting the paint or the bottom of the heat gun touching the car, even though it's plastic, a good tip is you might want to put a shim in between the mag strap and the heat gun. In this case, this is another magnet wrapped in masking tape, and the mag strap is simply placed back together, and you see now a half-inch gap at the bottom, and the tip is much farther away from the surface. Mag straps are not only useful for installs, they're great for organization of a workspace. Don't leave the extension cords and heat guns on the ground where they can get lost or banged up. By keeping the mag straps on the tools, or in this case, opening them up and putting the extension cords in there and hanging them, keeps the floor clean and the tools organized. This not only makes for an orderly workspace, but it means the installers have hyper focus because they know where their tools go, and when they get to the install the next day, they simply start to wrap. Mag straps come in 12, 14, and 16-inch wide widths. They fit on all styles of heat guns, propane, and water bottles. With their easy on, easy off Velcro system and low price point, using mag straps for a wrap shop is simply a no-brainer. They create ideal workflow during the install as well as safety, and at the end of the day, the workspace can be easily organized.